Panic at another Walmart. A man in body armor and an assault-style rifle walking through a store in Missouri, terrifying shoppers and following them outside as they escaped. That's where a retired firefighter ended the threat, holding him at gunpoint until police came and made an arrest.
Tonight, Dmitry Andreychenko is in jail on charges of making a terrorist threat after setting off fears of a mass shooting.
Male wearing a bulletproof vest and an AR around his neck has just walked into the store and is recording himself.
Just after 4 p.m. Thursday, the 20-year-old walked into this Walmart in Springfield, Missouri, dressed in body armor, carrying an assault rifle. Police say he had 100 rounds of ammunition. A store manager pulling the fire alarm, sending customers fleeing outside.
I realized it wasn't a hunting rifle, that it was an assault rifle, and that really scared me.
Minutes later, a bystander, Julie Ballou, capturing this terrifying scene. The suspect walking right towards her car with his hands up in the air.
Get a handgun in the waistband.
I was about to get out of my car when I heard a voice off to my left say, "Is that a rifle? Is that a real rifle?"
A former firefighter confronting Andreychenko. He does not want to be identified.
I drew my weapon, told him to put his hands in the air. He complied, was compliant the whole time. He was videotaping on his phone, which was kind of odd.
Tonight, police saying Andreychenko told them he, quote, wanted to know if that Walmart honored the Second Amendment and that due to 3 recent shootings and a stabbing, he wanted to protect himself. Police looking at these videos of Andreychenko shooting target practice with a semi-automatic gun.
His intent was not to cause peace or comfort to anybody that was in the business here. In fact, he's lucky he's alive still, to be honest.
Oh my God.
Houston police tonight are searching for a gunman who turned a rush hour freeway into a deadly shooting gallery. One victim lying on the ground as Good Samaritans desperately try CPR to keep him alive as Interstate 10 traffic backs up for miles.
They advised the driver shooting, Hispanic male tan shirt, holding a really big gun, shooting at another car.
Investigators say it started around 6 last night. 2 suspects in a dark sedan ramming into this silver car, forcing it to spin out. Witnesses say one suspect jumped out of his car, firing what appeared to be an AR-15 rifle.
He actually pursued the vehicle as the vehicle rode down the hill, firing rounds at the vehicle as it rolled. At one point, the vehicle came to a stop. He got in front of the vehicle and fired rounds into the front windshield of the vehicle.
The 2 men in the silver sedan were killed. Houston's police chief says the murders are likely drug-related. This video showing what police believe are large bags of marijuana inside the car.
We absolutely believe that a lot more witnesses are going to come forward because we really believe more people saw this. It was done in broad daylight.
All right, Clayton Sandell joins us now. Clayton, we understand that another driver not connected to the initial incident also fired shots?
That's right, Tom. There was another witness there with his own handgun who says he saw the suspect coming toward him, feared for his life, so he fired several shots. He is not sure if that suspect was wounded, but he says it was enough to cause that gunman to flee. Tom?
Clayton Sandell covering one of many violent incidents this week. All right, Clayton.
Tonight, fearful residents near this Tennessee penitentiary locking their doors and loading their guns as the manhunt for escaped accused murderer Curtis Watson enters its 3rd day.
My dad actually has his shotgun. He's got his pistol on the side. He's licensed to carry, so
he's ready just in case something happens.
Officials now with brutal new details on Watson's deadly escape. At 7 a.m. Wednesday, Watson, who qualified for minimum security, begins his daily lawn mowing duties. At 8:30, he's seen on a facility golf cart at the home of Corrections Administrator Deborah Johnson, who lived on prison grounds. They say it was there that Watson allegedly sexually assaulted and killed her, officials finding a cord wrapped around her neck. Watson then taking off on a tractor, getting as much as a 2-hour head start before anyone knew he was gone.
We have no reason to believe that he is outside of this area since we have had no credible sightings.
Tonight, Watson's face plastered on billboards across the state. Tom, the reward for any information leading to Curtis Watson's arrest now topping $50,000.
Now to a nation very much on edge, fearing another possible mass shooting. The headquarters of USA Today, take a look at that, evacuated over reports of someone with a weapon possibly inside the building. And a scary moment right here in New York, a motorcycle backfiring, causing panic in Times Square, hundreds rushing into nearby stores and restaurants for safety. Here's ABC's Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas.
Today, people scrambling as the headquarters of USA Today is evacuated after reports of a man with a gun. Police searching the massive Gannett building floor by floor in McLean, Virginia, later determining it was a false alarm.
Prayers have been answered. Everybody is safe.
Overnight in Times Square, hundreds of panicked tourists and customers after hearing what sounds like gunfire. Certain they're under attack by an active shooter, they hide in restaurants and stores.
It was like pretty much a stampede of people just sprinting as fast as they could.
Another false alarm. Turns out that jarring sound was a motorcycle backfiring. And Tuesday, people literally running for their lives at a Utah shopping center, fearful a gunman is coming for them after a sound eerily like that of a shot fired pierces the afternoon.
Within 30 seconds, it was evacuated.
The scene is cleared after authorities find a sign had crashed to the ground, making that troubling noise.
And Pierre Thomas joins us now live. Thankfully, Pierre, authorities found all those were false alarms, but those incidents, examples of so many Americans on edge after those mass shootings. What are police telling you tonight?
Tom, police are saying everyone did what they're supposed to do. Take a potential threat seriously at places we once thought safe, from elementary schools to shopping centers and houses of worship. Tom?
Pierre Thomas for us tonight. In Orange County, California, a man on a deadly rampage, killing 4, injuring 2, robbing several locations. Police finally catching up with him, still wondering what drove him to these apparent random acts of violence. While in Pittsburgh, another stabbing, 2 women wounded, 1 of them did not survive. ABC's Kaylee Harting starts us off.
Tonight, police say this man, 33-year-old Zachary Castaneda, murdered 4 people in a vicious crime spree.
Last night, the communities of Garden Grove and Santa Ana were preyed upon by violent individual who had no remorse or care for the safety of anyone other than himself.
According to police, Castaneda's rampage starting Wednesday afternoon in Orange County, California, with a robbery at this apartment complex where he lives. Minutes later, burglarizing this bakery. The suspect then returning, police say, to his apartment complex, stabbing 2 men who confronted him, killing them both. Then 2 more armed burglaries, stabbing a female employee at an insurance company multiple times. Next, allegedly attacking a man pumping gas. 7 minutes later, killing a 3rd man outside a Subway restaurant. And then a 4th man, a security guard, inside the 7-Eleven, where the suspect was arrested.
The flags behind me are at half staff. That's for the needless violence that's happening across the United States.
Less than 24 hours later, Pittsburgh, the scene of another random fatal stabbing. A woman at a bus stop killed, police say, by a suspect who then stabbed another woman walking by. The man quickly taken into custody.
And Kaylee Harting joins us now live. Kaylee, what are police saying about the motives here and any word on the condition of those other victims?
Well, Tom, police say they're questioning both men. Their motives, though, still unclear. The man arrested in California, authorities say he's a known gang member. He's been convicted of drug and gun offenses in the past. And Tom, the 3 people who were injured between these 2 incidents, they're all expected to survive. Tom?
Kaylee Harting for us last. Kaylee, thank you.